These are the weekly horoscopes I'm doing. So for Gemini for the week of December 9th, 2024. Hello, my gems. Show your love and support to your girl Marie. Help me grow by liking, subscribing, and sharing. And thank you for everyone who has. I really appreciate the love energy. So thank you for that. Also, I'm available for readings this week, so check that out on my consultation page. It seemed to be like a lot of phone readings going on. I said $20 email readings. The phone readings don't cost, they're like, they're $3.99 a minute. So check that out on my Skype. I do offer Skype, I should say. Sorry. Check my consultation page out. I'm still doing the 6-month reports and the yearly reports for January of next year. So if you want to get on that, get on that. And BB's and Zandy are trying to kill each other. So show your love and support. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. I'm trying to increase my viewership, so I would appreciate everybody liking and hitting the like button and subscribing. And thank you for everyone who has. We're at 3043, which is so awesome. So my gems, we have a fire trine happening. Hi Elle, how are you? We have a fire trine happening and a mystical rectangle happening this week. So a mystical rectangle, all it is potential energy that we could tap into as well. And let me see. Oh, thank you, Elle. And Mars is in retrograde and Volcanus is in retrograde, forming this mystical rectangle. This is potential energy, again, that you could tap into. We have this opportunity to speak our truth, or an opportunity to reconnect with people from our past, like our ex, a crush, this could be also revealing your plans or feelings to this person, or to tell a partner exactly what you want. This is a time to tell someone exactly why you've been giving them the silent treatment for months. For others of you, you could be putting down the stipulations as to what you want at this time when it comes to the holidays, and being more open and honest with family as your expectations, and why you will not be attending Christmas holidays or Hanukkah at this time with other people, because you don't get along with said friend or said relative at this time, and you don't really want to like socialize with them during this time period. You could be speaking your truth more openly and honestly this week if you want. You could be not only speaking your truth, but like putting down like what time you're going to do things, and being very specific about your needs and wants at this time with this energy here, okay? This could also be a beautiful time for thoughts to become things, or a positive time for communications. If you wanted to reach out to someone from your past and speak your mind, this would be a good time to do it instead of giving them the silent treatment. On the 10th, Chiron in retrograde in the 11th house of friendship, networks, and goals is forming a fire trine. So you have a little bit of a stellium going on with the moon on Monday and Tuesday in Sagittarius for right now. So this is like helping you, but you do have the moon transiting your 11th house. So at this time, this is receiving a confidence boost. Plus, you have a beautiful air trine happening this week with Venus conjunct with Pluto, conjunct with Ceres and Aquarius at the helm with this energy here. And so this is going to be in your 1st, 5th, and 9th house. So this is a beautiful time Monday and Tuesday here for progress being made, to get a confidence boost, accomplishments happening. This could be making some milestones with business, with social media or media. I feel like you may feel like your job, or this could be like perks from your job at this time that you could be getting. This is a beautiful time to not bring your ideas into reality, okay? This is a great time to start like new creative projects here as well. Despite Mercury being in retrograde, this would be a great time to start a new creative project here. But not business endeavors. There's a difference, okay? New creative projects, because it just means that you're just going to do it again next year around this time, or you're going to get very creative and do it again next year. That's all that means, okay? But new business endeavors, new, okay? Because when Mars is in retrograde, Volcanus is in Leo for the next 70 years. You don't want the fire trines in Hades. No, who else? Hades, Coronis, Hygeia is in retrograde, Chiron's in retrograde. It's like you don't want like certain planets in retrograde, while you're trying to start a business, because you want your business to improve. You know, you don't want it to be like 20 years later, oh my gosh, or before you die, oh my god, I'm famous, dead. You know, it's like that. So you don't want that type of stuff to happen. So don't do it. Don't do that to yourself. Okay. On the 11th, Selena in your first house is forming an air trine with the first, fifth, and ninth house. This is a positive time for communications. This is an air trine happening. You could be more of an observer, and it's probably because of the moon in Taurus, and your 12th house is subconscious and self-undoing, and you're just kind of like being in the corner and watching things. You will make changes here as well. Mars in retrograde conjunct with Volcanus in retrograde is forming a fixed square with the moon, and there could be some changes happening in regards to your routine or in regards to work at this time. And you may not be saying anything at this time, and kind of just like watching and observing the situation and seeing how you could benefit through the situation. This could also be watching people get fired at this time with this energy here as well. You do have a stellium happening in your 6th house of daily routine and pets. This is pretty well aspected at this time. Hades and Coronas in your 2nd, 6th, and 10th house. So this is a positive time for changes happening. You benefit through these energies this week. So this is a great week for business picking up. This could be changes happening with your relationship dynamics with family. Somebody is definitely trying to come back into your life and trying to get back with you. And they're trying to get back into your good graces. So this could be like siblings or other family members that you had a falling out with are trying to come back to you and wanting a closer connection with you and wanting to create more of a friendship or family dynamic at this time. But at this time, you're kind of like not over certain things. You know how y'all do. And you're just kind of like observing the situation. You're going to let them back in, but you're not over some stuff that they did as well. So you're just kind of like watching and just observing. Okay. So that's what's going on there. All right. This could also be a situation here that somebody could be trying to manipulate a situation because they see you in a situation. So it's like if you have kids and you need your kids watched and stuff, they could be like, oh, you know, I could watch your kids while and stay here and like kind of be like a nanny for you. Well, there's during the Mercury retrograde. So this tells me that, you know, after a while, this person is going to be more of an inconvenience to you, and then you're going to kick them out eventually, is what's going to happen, okay? On the 12th, you do have a fire trine happening with the 3rd, 7th, and 11th house. This is a positive time for communications for you, a great time for business picking up. This is a great time for those of you in media and social media. This is revisiting old projects or writing a book at this time. For some of you, despite the energy, this could be jobs that you applied for calling you back. Not in India, okay? Not in India. They're not going to call you back until after. They may call you and let you know that if you, no, I don't even think, unless they calling you because you got the job, and then you're going to start work after the Mercury retrograde. So that could be happening. You can have psychic connection with someone who is older than you. Definitely a significant age difference between the both of you. So there's a spiritual connection between you and this other person. So you could be having dreams about this person as well, or you can just feel it in your heart, this connection between you two. You do have a beautiful fire trine going on here as well. Zeus in Libra is conjunct with the part of fortune. So this is at 3:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is a beautiful time for thoughts to become things. Those of you across the pond, this is going to happen at night. Still a beautiful time for thoughts to become things. Communications, there could be people trying to reconnect with you. For others of you, you could be receiving some much needed good news at this time. Maybe somebody really giving you a chance and taking a chance out on you, or somebody maybe deciding to meet you halfway in certain situations. This is a good time for compromise and negotiations. You may lose your ambition to achieve anything of significance. Because of this, it's not the best time to start projects on the 12th that require a lot of drive and follow through, because Mercury's in retrograde, and then you're going to go, oh, squirrel, and then you're on to something else. On the 13th, the moon in Gemini, so we don't know who the hell we gonna get on this day. So we might get Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde, so we don't know. Alrighty, so this is still a beautiful air trine happening with Vesta here, moving away from the Lilith moon at 21 degrees. She's well aspected. So she brings about positive transformation. This could be a serious relationship coming into your life. She's in your 11th house of friendship, networks, and goals. Okay, this is a beautiful time to throw yourself into your passion projects as well. I know. And this could be you enjoying your kids and having fun with your children. Or this could be you pursuant of money making ideas here, except you're doing it during the Mercury retrograde, which means that it's something seasonal that you'll do every year around this time, or you'll come up with money making ideas every year around this time. This is gaining back your confidence a little bit here, and this is also a time where you start to acknowledge your unconscious or self-defeating, self-sabotaging behavior, and you're getting better control over your own saboteur ways. You're starting to become a little bit about big picture, or there's a self-awareness about how you sabotage yourself with this energy, alrighty, or how you sabotage your relationships or situations with other people, okay? This could be a situation here where somebody's going to have a conversation with somebody, and this is going to be a situation where somebody's going to be like, you don't talk much about your feelings or how you like take other people, you take other people things that they say to you and other people's like negative stuff that they talk about, and you kind of like throw it in their face and you make them feel like a loser and stuff like that. So it's going to be like that. So somebody's going to confront you about the ways, your behavior, okay, and how you do things towards other people, because some of you could be like saying, oh my gosh, I've had so many friends like come and leave and I don't know why, and then that one friend that's still there is going to be like, bitch, I know why. And then she or he is going to explain it to you, okay, and have some real talk with you. So this is an opportunity here. You may kick this person out, or you have an opportunity to help yourself to rise above your Gemini tendencies, to rise above your astrology, and to use this time period to work on yourself, okay? Because like for me, you know, like I told my teacher, I'm learning to kind of filter myself, okay, because I'm an Aquarius rising, but then I'm a Pisces, and I'm pretty freaking psychic, and you know, so it's kind of like, you know, whenever I talk to people, it's kind of like blah 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 blah, but then when I get angry, then I'm like blah 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 blah, blah, you know, but it's like I'm pulling out all their shit, and I'm just like da 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 da, you know, so it's kind of like that. So I'm learning how to restrict and filter myself at this time and be straightforward, and not to be so straightforward and honest, because not a lot of people can hear the conversations that, you know, when you guys tell me what is wrong with me, like that's why I like my natal charts, because then I can go in and I could be like, oh, this is wrong, you need to work on yourself, da 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 da, you know. But when I'm having a conversation with somebody and I'm correcting their spiritual behavior, like they're saying, oh, I want to be spiritual, well, you kind of need to stop drinking. That would help. You know, and by the way, you know, when you drink, you know, spirits ride on your back, and they love that, and they do, because anytime my family members, they're like alcoholics and potheads, you know, Jared's side, and so anytime something would happen to them, like one time one of them fell asleep at the wheel and got a car accident and was drunk. And what happened was, I probably, some of you have heard this story, but I saw three women at the end of my bed, and they were all black birds, and they had the beaks, and then they had the plume, and they were all cackling with me, and I was just like, oh shit. And I woke Jared up, and I was like, wake up. And then he was like, what? And I said, just like sleep on top of me tonight. And he said, why? And I said, I think somebody got hurt tonight. And he said, why? And I said, three women showed up and they were crows. And then one time, Jared hit the Jack Daniel bottle too hard, and I swear to God, I heard hooves. And I know some of you heard this, but I've heard hooves in the middle of the night walking, and I knew something was wrong. And Jarrett was drunk, lost in the woods, and his friends were all calling me like within the hour, and I was just like, damn it. So, you know, the demons, they like that, you know, and they follow you, and they don't look pretty. Some of them have, like for the heroin and fentanyl addicts, they have no face, and then they have like openings in their face, so it's like empty and it's putrid looking, and it's like they don't bother me, you know. But I know that like one time somebody got somebody that I know was on fentanyl or something, and she was in the car at a gas station getting lit, and she fell asleep and she froze to death, and I saw the spirit that was riding on her, it died. and it was looking for a place to host itself. And I was like, well, I don't know what to tell you. And we kept walking together, and I was like, well, I don't know what to tell you. You ain't gonna walk on me. So, just, and some people don't like to hear that, and some people get mad at me because of it. But, it's like, that's what happens when you're friends with like a spiritualist or a psychic sometimes. But I'm learning to filter myself and not say much, so I'm doing a little bit better, kind of, sort of. Anyways, the first card I come up with is the Ace of Coins, creating your own reality, mastering your thoughts. Ooh, are we trying to not have so many thoughts happen at the same time? So I feel like some of you are trying to master your thoughts at this time with this energy. Ooh, are some of you thinking somebody could read your thoughts at this time? Ooh, that's interesting. The Ace of Swords, recognition and success coming. This is a beautiful time for business picking up. For some of you here, weather permitting, but some of you could be going on a hike or something like that. So some of you could be in some place that's already celebrating summer. So I don't know, my Aussies, I don't know if it's summer over there, so it probably is, but there could be a hike going on here. The High Priestess card brings about epiphanies here with this energy as well. Trust your intuition at this time as well. And that could be another thing. Some of you could be working and practicing because, my Gemmies, you get a lot of thoughts in your head, Oh, well, thank you. I know I share too much sometimes. I know. Once I get talking, that's it. It's like the level of shut the hell up is gone. So anyways, this could be a time period here where you could be how y'all get a lot of thoughts in your head all at once. This is a time some of you could be working on your intuition and shutting up all the thoughts in your head and practicing meditation, which is probably for a lot of you easier said than damn done. But start off little bit by little bit. Start off 3 minutes for 2 weeks, and then work yourself up to 5 minutes 2 weeks, and then maybe after 5 minutes for 1 or 3 months, and then 10 minutes for 6 months. Oh, please don't stop. Personally, I'm learning. Oh yeah, it's like I have so many experiences with spirits. It's not even funny. And it's pretty cool. One time I went to Bob Mackey's before it got closed down and burnt. But I went to Bob Mackey's haunted house, and I swear to God, that place is effing haunted. And there was people there, and the minute I got out of the car, I was like, oh my God, I think I got shot, and I need a bubble gut, and I need a shit, and I don't know if I need to shit or laugh, because I'm holding myself like this, and I'm like, I don't know if I need to shit or laugh. And then people started crowding around me and listening, and I said, I think I was a biker and I had a Harley, and I don't know if I need to shit or laugh right now because I don't want to go in the ambulance and shit myself. And I was like, oh my God. And then I started laughing because I was like, I really don't want to shit. I really don't want to shit. And that's all I could think about. And then the lady, when she showed up, she said, yeah, somebody died in that parking lot right there. And I was like, oh shit, here we go. Yeah, I saw everybody, a lot of men in that bar. Oh my God, it was crazy. So yeah, that was crazy. So yeah, I do have a lot of psychic experiences. Massachusetts was crazy. Rhode Island was nutty. Connecticut, forget about it. I was just like, oh my God, I'm a freaking crystal. I think it's because I was surrounded. I haven't been around the ocean for so long and around water for so long. Hey, Steve, that I forgot, when I was around the water, I think it was around the ocean, that it made me so vibey and stuff like that. And I was so charged like a damn crystal. I even broke out into a reading and gave somebody a free reading. And I never met her in my whole entire life. And I was just like, oh, she's a kindred spirit. And she just looked at me and went, The Strength card, I feel like in the words of the great disciple Oprah Winfrey, let your wounds be your wisdom. Alrighty, so there are challenges coming up at this time with this energy. Now, sometimes right here, we get confused with our intuition and our emotional self. Or sometimes we see things and then we run with our intuition. Where am I from? I don't like to talk about it well, I've already said it many times. I don't really like to talk about where I'm from because then I'm going to get a lot of spammy stuff and stuff like that, but I'm from originally Haiti. But yeah, I noticed I've been getting a lot of like spammy shit on my Gmail. So here we go again, round freaking 2. So anyways, so this is a time I feel that some of you, what's gonna happen, you're gonna see something in your dreams or in your intuition, okay? And this is a time to tell you to shut the hell up, okay? Just because you see it doesn't mean you have to react, okay? And a little story about that, you know, my mother did that to me, okay? And she got pissed off because she saw me doing this business. She didn't tell me. And she said, I don't think we'll be talking to each other anymore. And I said, there's 2 reasons why we're not going to talk to each other anymore, bitch. Because at this point, I got pissed. Because I hate when she played these, like, she plays real Saul games. I mean, you know, I forgive her. I'm done with it. I'm healed. But she plays real Saul games. So anyways, what happened was, she's like, and I said, there's 2 reasons. There's 2 things that's going to happen. And at the time, I was in my 20s. I had a different life. I lived in a different world. And I can't say much about this situation because it's a true situation. And this man's already like full-blown married and he got 3 kids. And once upon a time, I was like, it's because I might end up marrying so-and-so. And she went, maybe. Or what's going to happen, for some reason, I'm going to end up being really famous. And she said, yeah, that's probably, nah, I don't know. I don't know. So then I said, well, this is what's going to happen, bitch. If you kick me out of your life, I will never, ever speak to you again. No, you will. No, I will not. That's what I said to her. And what I learned from that, if she didn't say nothing and didn't kick me out of the house and nothing, in my astrology, I would still be her assistant till she was dead. And then I would start my astrology career. See, so the point is that just because you see something you don't like in your intuition or in your dreams and you see it coming, doesn't mean you have to do it. You know, when I'm driving and I hear car accident, guess what this bitch start doing? Do I start driving really fast? No. I start going really slow. I start being self-aware, and sure enough, I hear, and then I go into the other lane and let the people in the front get the fender benders, you know? So, you know, you have to know when to use your intuition and when to just have a level of shut the hell up. When you see something, it doesn't mean you have to do it. So if you see yourself getting into a fight with somebody, and this happened to me too, I said, we already had this conversation, we're not going here. And they're like, why? And I said, I already seen the outcome and how it worked out. I didn't like it. So we're going to not talk about it no more. We'll talk about it when we have cooler heads. And that's it. And then I walk away. So you have your warning shot this week to avoid a situation, and it's okay to have your intuition and acknowledge it and be like, oh, okay. And then when it happens, you get to have a different conversation with it. Some of us will do that. Others of us, we will go into it, and then we'll regret our decision, because the Ace of Swords with the Strength card says, I'm going to regret my decision. Okay? The Judgment card, I feel like for some of you, whatever you're thinking about all day long, so it shall become. So for better or for worse, you're going on that path, okay? You're going into that direction, whether you like it or not, alrighty? The Nine of Wands, dealing with your fears and thinking and overanalyzing things. This could be you trying to predict things or trying to force things into intuition. So I would be careful with this energy, okay? And I would be careful with your emotional self, your fears and anxieties at this time. This could be you really like trying to listen to your intuition here, but I see whatever situation your intuition is telling you is going to be a character building situation. So that means that you have a big lesson to learn about trusting your intuition, yes, but also using it to prevent things from happening or not going down that tunnel with your intuition. The Two of Coins, some of you could be getting more hours at work with this energy here. Others of you could be using this time period to go on a diet and start your New Year's resolution and work on yourself. The Empress card, I feel with this energy here that For some of you, you're rehashing fights, or you're fighting right now, and it's something that's going on right now in your life, and I feel like it's continuing. Okay, so even though it's quiet right now, this week it may not be so quiet. Okay, because we're rehashing the same situations. So now we have an opportunity to do things differently. The Three of Coins, I see you happy on a financial level and an emotional level this week. This could also be getting a job for some of you. The Queen of Coins, I feel with this energy here that you could be dealing with a Libra. Okay, you can be very diplomatic, or you could be, you may have listened to me and you may have been about bigger picture, and you decided, I'm going to be about bigger picture this week, okay, and be very diplomatic. The Eight of Cups, I feel like you're over certain situations here as well. I feel like for some of you, this is a time of self-discovery. This is trying to figure out what you want to do. Some of you are moms that are going back to work at this time, or wanting to go back to work. So you could be trying to figure out, what is it that I really want to do? Others of you could be going back to school, and you could be trying to figure out, what is the major I really want to do? So, I feel like this is a time of reevaluation and kind of figuring out, what is it that you want to do in life? Because, this is a time period where you're kind of figuring out this type of stuff, okay? I feel like for some of you here that, when you just like leave the drama alone and you're more about your peace, you're able to gain your footing at this time. The Knight of Coins, the mind on the money and the money on the mind. There is another source of income coming in for you at this time with this energy. Some of you could be going into a new job that's more abundant. Some of you, this could be a raise or a promotion happening here. So I do see abundance around you. Some of you, this could be business picking up. The Six of Cups, you can be revisiting the past at this time. For others of you, this could be about the holidays and you spending time with your children and being more about your traditions and stuff like that. You're very nostalgic and sentimental at this time with this energy here. The Two of Wands, I feel with this energy here, this is a time you're very original in your way of thinking. So this could be coming up with creative things to do with your children for the holidays, or creative things to do with your lights at this time with this energy, or whatever event that you are doing for the holidays at this time. This is a very creative time for you. For others of you, you could feel like this is your true calling. This is your life purpose. So you can feel a more of a connection because there's more growth happening for you in your career sector. So you may feel like this is more of your calling at this time, okay? For others of you, I feel that this is a time where you're moving into a better future. Oh, thank you, Elle. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you. So I feel like this is a time of moving into a better future with this energy. For others of you, you get to cherry pick your jobs at this time. So I feel like you get to choose between two job offers and you're trying to figure out which one is the best for you at this time. For others of you, this could be like selling your manuscript to somebody, because I feel like you're trying to sell a dream at this time, okay? And some of you are muses because you have Libra in the 5th house and you're very creative like that, and you do that for a living and you create stuff online for people as well. So I don't know if that's web designing. It could be something else too. And you come up with money-making ideas for other people. All right, so I see that coming up. Alrighty, the Six of Wands, I feel with this energy here that this is a time of moving forward. This is like small progress because all the planets are still like in retrograde, and Hades and Coronis are in retrograde. So this is like small progress, small milestones being made, but we're moving forward at this time. I do see you being in a position of power for some of you here, or having more responsibilities being placed on you during this time period. The King of Wands, I see that the energy itself, continue manifesting. The energy itself this week is very giving towards you at this time as well. The Eight of Wands does talk of traveling or good news, or you could be driving more in your car this week with this energy and running errands, or just find yourself more out and about than usual. The Seven of Coins, something heavy on your mind with this energy here as well. So you could be sitting on your hands about things that you want to do during this time period. This could be meeting certain goals and then wanting to create new goals for yourself. The Five of Wands, this could be on the job training. For some of you here, this could be trying to update yourself on the latest and greatest in technology. You are coming up with money-making ideas. Write down your ideas and then see after the 15th if you still want to do them, because you could change your mind after the 15th. So this is something that you don't want to spend your money on just yet. You don't want to jump into just yet, because I guarantee you come January, you're going to be on to something else, okay? I do see success abounds. I do see collaborations and business partnerships happening here that could be very lucrative for you. It might be a seasonal thing that you do every year around this time. So it's not like a legit, like, you know, forever thing, okay? So it's up to you what you want to do with that. The Seven of Wands, I feel that you can be feeling restless. I see victories coming up for you as well with this energy. The Knight of Swords, starting new creative projects. Another source of income is coming in for you during this time period as well. I feel some of you may have like creative projects that others dance to your tune, okay? The Six of Swords talks of traveling coming up for others of you. Get the hell, I know it's easier said than damn done. I don't even know if I ever say it to you guys, but get the hell out of your damn head. I mean, but we're always there. I know. Get the hell out of your damn head. Stop overthinking something in your life. For some of you, I feel like, you know, you could be in like hermit mode at this time, or homebody, and just kind of like living in your head at this time with this energy. So, and I do see you have a lot of wand cards here, so you're very cerebral and in your head with this energy here. Okay, so it's not the place for you to be. And I know that's where y'all live, but it's kind of like, you know, I mean, it's like a joke. It's where I can say it to everybody else gets it, but then when I say it to Gems, it's kind of like, bitch, we live there. The Six of Coins, I see you being very diplomatic at this time with this energy. You could also be very generous and very giving and very gifting of yourself at this time. The Ten of Swords, I see a turn of events happening for you as well with this energy. For some of you, you could be getting approved for a loan. For others of you, this could be somebody doing something nice for you because of your generosity with this energy and doing something special for you. So I feel like you may not be expecting it at all with this energy, okay? Or somebody could be doing something out of, you know, kindness for you at this time. So you may really, it could be like really something sentimental that you'll always value, okay? For others of you, I feel like you're avoiding your problems at this time with this energy. Some of you could be dropping out of school at this time because you may find school to be a little bit difficult to deal with this energy here as well, or you may not be able to handle the responsibilities. Some of you here, I feel like you need to be careful here. I don't know if you're bored or you love drama, but I do see you creating chaos in your life, okay? So it could be because of boredom here with this energy and not much going on in your life, or you could be creating a lot of drama in your head at this time and a lot of Telemundo scenarios, and really nothing is going on, okay? The Eight of Swords, yeah, you're very much in your head at this time with this energy. You're giving life to too many things with this energy here as well. So, you know, that's a lot of purging you have to do and a lot of shadow work, okay? The Ten of Cups, I feel like your perspective and your attitude, ooh, could be changing as well, okay? So it could be like an emotional awakening. Like I said in the beginning with the astrology, somebody might, you know, have a conversation with you maybe about your behavior or things that you need to change about yourself. I do see you happy on an emotional level and a financial level this week as well for some of you. Show your love and support, and thank you, Elle, for that. I appreciate it. And make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for all your likes. And thank you everybody for subscribing. I really appreciate the love energy. Kisses. Mwah.